All right, Mike, action.
Action. See if I can get him behind this wood. That's about as far as it wants to go.
Cool. I'm here with Mike today at the tiny house, tiny container house build. It is February 10th, and we are giving you an update on the tiny house, which now has a door and some flooring. And what we just showed you was how this little house is actually hidden within a container. It's built within a container, so when the doors close, it looks just like a container on the outside. But as you can see now, it has door put in, the windows, and I'm going to let Mike give you a little catch up on the doors and windows and some other modifications he's been making. Mike,
Hey,
the
so
show is yours.
the door was a lot of fun. We had what, 4 or 5 false starts on deliveries.
Oh yeah.
And then it's really heavy. So that took some time.
How many folks did you use to install it?
It was just me and 2 other guys, but it was heavy. And anytime you're messing with glass, it's scary. So, but it's 8 feet by 10 feet, so it's a lot of door, and it's really nice. It's nice to have it. So basically, we are dried in, which is nice because it's still winter, even though I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. That's what happens. It seems like all the time. You finally get it dried in when it starts warming up. So yeah, basically, I made a little custom pan for the flashing underneath it. It's bent up around the thing, and taped it. Still gotta figure out a couple things at the top, how we're gonna finish out the trim and everything, but it's in, and it functions. Oh yeah. Look at that. So that was a big hurdle that we're now past. So that allowed me to begin the floors, because the big door was out of the container and on the container, because it was in the way. So these are bamboo composite engineered floors that sort of snap together. Got some under here. So that's what it looks like. It's just got these little locking mechanisms, and they kind of snap together. And so
You
That's-
floated the floor.
floated the floor, used this padding stuff. I was not able to find the instructions until the second to the last box I opened, and it told me that I should either glue it or finish nail it. But we only have I think I used 5/8 OSB, and the joists are metal, so you can't nail into those. And gluing is probably not the best idea in the world either. So they're floating, and they seem to be pretty flatter than I was expecting. The joists that they use in these things aren't exactly perfect because they were never intended to be. So
It's a shipping container.
it's a shipping container.
So what are you working on now? It looks like you're working on Susan's office area.
That's right. So I had it mocked up, but I mean it was probably pretty close. But I had to take this apart to get to the bottom of the floor so that the bed will roll in and out, and it's seamless. So now I'm putting it back together, and then more flooring will go on top of here, and then we'll be moving on to putting up the walls. And so this side we decided we're going to go with 1/2 inch, and it's Baltic birch.
It is Russian birch
Yeah,
Luan.
pre-finished. So this is going to be 1/2 inch, and then because the idea was that if you bump up against it, if it was just the 1/4 inch, it might crack. So we're using 1/2 inch on this wall, and then the rest is going to be the 1/4 inch, which is the same stuff I used on the ceiling.
And I think from the last time we did a video, you added a lot of extra foam to get the walls a little more.
Yeah, I don't know. Did we do the?
Oh, we need to talk about the meat hooks.
Yeah. So this is Unistrut, and these little dollies that will be where hanging chairs go. They slide around so the chairs can go wherever they want.
Or the hammocks.
Or a hammock. Yeah, I guess you could do 2 hammocks.
Or actually,
that's probably
a side of beef.
I don't know. Two hammocks might be too much. But I used, I guess that's 1.5 inch boxed steel tubing, and then the Unistrut, because the Unistrut seemed a little too flexy when we put it up there, so I needed a little more support. And that's run to these inside of here, so it's being supported by this little ledger beam deal, and then on this side we're going to have cabinets, so it's going to lock it even more to the wall. So hopefully it'll hold 2 people. That's the goal.
So we're getting pretty close to getting the solar stuff, the batteries and the panels, and that will cover the lighting and the computer stuff, and the mini split, which is going in here where all the wiring is right now.
Yeah. So,
all right. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. It's starting to look like a house.
Very cool. Well, thanks, Mike.
No problem.
See you in a few weeks.
Okie dokie.